Hi and welcome to this reading. I'm pulling through the energy of something ending. Now, I've done many readings over the past couple of weeks, actually over the past couple of months, specifically because this year is the 999 portal. Now, nines in numerology are the end, it's completion. And this year is the 999 portal, which hasn't happened since 2016. This portal is the 9th of September. And 2025 adds up to a 9. So it's the 999 portal. Now, I pulled out this rune, which is an X, which symbolizes the end. It's the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. And I'm going to draw some information around that rune. But when I was doing the pre-shuffle for this reading, I intuitively split the deck and I got... This is my Divine Messages deck. I got reinvention and toxicity. Perhaps the end to some toxicity. Now, this could be toxicity in and around you, but it could be also toxic thought patterns and a restart, a rebirth. I am picking up love energy in this reading, and I'll get further into that when I give you the information in and around this rune. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull some cards first, and then I'm going to go through the messages, and then we'll get into the tarot. So I'm going to pull some oracle cards first. So let me just pop this one here. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. A bit about me first. I'm an intuitive tarot reader. I pick up on energy prior to a reading. I'll then come and use my tarot and oracle decks to further clarify the message. Now, all of my messages are timeless. Whenever you stumble across this reading, you are meant to find it. All of the decks that I use on my channel are my own designs because I'm also an illustrator. Any songs, movies, anything like that that I mention, I'll also put in the description box along with the links to my decks, which are available for sale. But the links to any songs, movies, TV shows that I channel through this reading or that come through in the cards, I will also pop in the description. There might be further messages in them for you. Now, let me get an angel to start this ending. 66, Manakel, neurological disorders, and 60, mental illness. Could be two people. As I said, I was picking up love energy. Two people in a situation dealing with different aspects of their own individual journeys. So sixes symbolically are love. But that card aligns with Mercury in Aquarius. Mercury is the mind. So it's also the Seven of Swords. Neurological disorders, it's the mind. And then we have number 60, again, a 6, which is the Four of Pentacles, which is the Sun in Capricorn. I'm going to get you one of those. Let's get one of these. Oh, look at that. Healing, mental illness and neurological disorders. Healing, be gentle with yourself. So a journey that these two people have been on, and higher self. And then on the bottom we've got no. But in reverse. So if we're thinking about the beginning and the end, in reverse, it's on, or it's a rebirth. And look at that, we've got enemies under there. Transformation. Just looking at my notes. So this particular rune, now I've not really looked into runes much. However, I have that ancestry, and so I've just been dabbling a little. Let's have a look at this. And I've got my book, Gebo, G-E-B-O, Gebo. It's rune number 7. Its meaning is a gift or an exchange. The phonetic value G, the deity is Odin, the tree is ash or elm, and the element is fire. So burning something down, maybe. The word gibbo means gift. It is derived from the same verbal root as the modern English word gift or give. In the old Germanic traditions, the offering of a gift was not necessarily an entirely straightforward affair. In the Havamal, or Sayings of the High one of the epic poems of Poetic Edda attributed to the great god Odin, Odin states, "A gift always demands a repayment. The receipt of a gift was always required to make a gift in return of equivalent value. An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth." It will be remembered that Odin gave one of his eyes to the oracular seer Mimir in exchange for the gift of wisdom. He also had to offer himself in sacrifice in order to receive the runes. To ask for or to accept a gift was therefore to agree to an exchange, to enter into a pact. On an esoteric level, Gibbo symbolizes the interface between archetypal polar relationships, such as man, woman, human, god, heaven, earth. Gibbo represents the meeting point of opposites and the energetic exchanges that take place at the point of connection. Thus, it represents relationships per se in the sense of connection and interaction. It is the handshake, greeting, or agreement. The sense of exchange or bond is further suggested by the shape of the Gibbo rune. It symbolizes a kiss and is used by millions every day when sending letters and messages of love. It is, that's beautiful actually, because it is a tied knot symbolic of marriage. It is also the shape made in a blood brother pact when the cut wrists or palms of two people are crossed in a ritual exchange of blood. Thus, Gibbo also has the meaning of a mystical union and ritual partnership. It can also suggest the fated union of two people whose paths are destined to cross, like the star-crossed lovers Romeo and Juliet. On a more mundane level, it also signifies the establishment of any partnership that is to play a significant part in the queryant's life. Gift, opportunity, partnership, love match, sacrifice, obligation, kiss, karmic union, divine revelation. The queryant is warned, though, however, the responsibilities inherent in accepting such a gift. The Old Norse philosophy that nothing comes from nothing emphasizes the onus to use the gift correctly and to acknowledge both the giver and the given. Reversed, it warns against taking gifts or relationships for granted. At worst, it foreshadows theft or betrayal. It may also caution against giving oneself too freely or spreading oneself too thinly, which can result in depleted energies and loneliness. Okay, which is this? No, on, so yes and a no. People taking advantage, mental illness, neurological disorders can often stem from, and if I look at this book, which has just been sitting here, when the body says no, the cost of hidden stress. Interesting. Healing, be gentle with yourself. Higher self. This is two people who have potentially been on individual journeys where they have come up against adversaries that have put them on a journey to healing. And potentially it's kept them separate because they weren't meant to come together until they were healed. Now I'm going to show you the symbolism that was coming through. This reading's been sitting here for a little while. I've actually taken a big break. I'm finding at the moment I'm just not sleeping. Lots and lots of solar flares happening. If you are feeling that way, it's not actually you. It's just this energy that's coming through from the sun, and it's meant to be part of our upgrade. If you think of the sun, it's light. It's, if you go out in the sun and you get sunburned, you get sunstroke, you literally have to lie down. All of this activation that's coming through. So when I was doing the research for this reading and the research around that rune, I just needed to switch off. So I sat down and I just started watching one of my favorite readers on YouTube. If you haven't seen her yet, Awakening to Spirit. Anyway, I always take note of what comes up underneath a reading because it's the next recommended for you. So the first one I got, and these are two sites that I don't follow, so that it's the algorithm is bringing them up. The first one was Rock Island Books, Daniel 9:24, unsealed, could this be the end? And then underneath that, the making film for the song Friends, which has also got that end in there. Now, Daniel's 70 weeks in the Bible talks about the end. It's referenced in Revelation. It's literally the prophecy of the end of an era. That song talks about a change from a relationship that's going from friendship to more than friends. The other song that I got was Signed, Sealed, Delivered. Now, the version of that song that I got was Stevie Wonder, Adam Levine, and it's from the Live 8 concert. One Day, One Concert, One World was that concert. And that song was from July 2005. There's some real spiritual significance in this reading, and potentially around what was going on in 2024, because that particular cross was the mark that the solar eclipse, the great solar eclipse, made across America on April 8th. Now that song, Friends, let me look it up. 15th of March 2004. There might be some significance in the 8th of April. There might also be some significance in the 15th of March. 70 weeks from the 15th of March would be the 18th of the 7th. So that's this month, because I think we're the 2nd today, but let me just do the math. April 8th. There's a reason things come up together. And there's a play in here in some dates, because 70 weeks from the 8th of the 4th, which was last year, the 8th of April last year, which was this symbolic, almost sealed with a kiss. But I'm actually getting sealed with an FU, like, see ya, sealed with a kiss, because we've got enemies here. No enemies. But 70 weeks from that date is the 10th of August 2025. 490 days. Interesting is that. Okay, let me get you some symbolism around Signed, Sealed, Delivered. Stevie Wonder and Adam Levine. Live 8. Now, end in Gematria is number 49 and number 138. 49 in the Bible, the 49th word in the Bible is purification. And 138 is to choose. Somebody making a choice. When I think about Live 8, and this is going to come through in readings, the number 8, there's 8 people on the ark. And I'll show you, because if you put the word end into a search in the Bible, there's 291 matches. But the first is Genesis 6:13, and God said to Noah, the end of all flesh has come before me, for the earth is filled with violence through them, enemies, and behold, I will destroy them with the earth. It's talking about the flood. And we look at the number 9. This year is a 999 portal. A woman is pregnant for 9 months, and then she gives birth. Healing, be gentle with yourself. Interesting. Okay, let me get you some information on these angels, because there might be further information in here. So we've got the 7 of Swords, which is Mercury in Aquarius. I just heard that song, You Can Go Your Own Way. Who is that? Fleetwood Mac, You Can Go Your Own Way. Because Aquarius is very, don't tell me what to do. The moon in Aquarius. Now, I said Mercury in Aquarius before. Mercury is communication, but maybe it's how you've been communicating with yourself. This is one person in this, how you've been communicating with yourself. And the moon is divine feminine energy, the moon in Aquarius. This particular angel heals epilepsy, governs vegetation and aquatic animals, and influences dreams. Soul guardian for those born 9:40 p.m. to 10 p.m. Moral guardian for those born the 24th of May, the 4th of August, the 15th of October, the 26th of December, and the 8th of March. And the physical guardian for those born the 8th to the 12th of February. Now let's have a look at this guy. Mitzrael, God liberating the oppressed. Enemies. Healing. Now that's the sun in Capricorn. Those born under this angel's influence will unite all the fine qualities of body and soul. They will distinguish themselves through their virtues, spirit, and agreeable humour, and will have a long life. Mitsuriel heals mental and spiritual sickness and delivers you from your enemies. Soul Guardian for those born 7:40 p.m. to 8 p.m. Moral Guardian for those born the 18th of May, the 29th of July, the 9th of October, the 20th of December, and the 2nd of March. And the Physical Guardian for those born the 9th to the 13th of January. And that Genesis 6:13 is when God delivered, or when God gave a promise to deliver Noah and his family from the wickedness around them. Signed, sealed, delivered. Right, let's get a song. That sun is bright. Say something. A great big world. Say something. I'm giving up on you. I'll be the one if you want me to. Anywhere I would have followed you. Say something. I'm giving up on you. And I will stumble and fall. I'm still learning to love. Just starting to crawl. Say something. I'm giving up on you. Best friend, Jason Chen. That actually, you know what? That's that song. That song talks about somebody who stands beside the person that he loves and watches them go through all of their heartbreak and hardship, watches them date all the wrong people, but through it falls in love. Just the Way You Are, Billy Joel. That came out the other day as well. Don't go changing. This person loves you just the way you are. Faded, Alan Walker. You were the shadow to my light. Did you feel us? Another start. You fade away. The end. Afraid our aim is out of sight. Please excuse my dog barking. It's very, very windy here today and it's quite noisy outside and he's barking at shadows and... Okay, I'm going to get you a message from my Gwen deck. Oh. They flew out. That's shells. Shells collected on a beach. And that's a doll that was probably made in, I'd say, the 1960s. And it's two-faced. It's two-faced. It wasn't, actually, you know what? The message is it wasn't finished because the other side, it's one of those dolls that's got two heads. And basically you flip the skirt and one day you can play with this doll or the other day you can play with the other doll. But the other side wasn't finished. This relationship isn't finished. It's not done yet. It's not the end. And that's a gravy. This deck is all of the things that were in my grandmother's house, and we photographed them. We photographed them after she passed away, so that everybody could have a memory. That was a gravy jug. How to Make Gravy. That's an Australian song about a guy who's put in prison. And you have all these Christmas songs about, you know, all these lovely things that families are doing on Christmas Day. But this particular song, it's by an Australian artist called Paul Kelly, who's an incredible lyricist. But he's actually singing the song from the view of somebody who can't be there on Christmas Day. Give my love to Amy and my cousin Rita. Tell them all I'm sorry. I screwed up this time. Mental illness. That's a bit sad, right? Now, this could be past, present, future energy. Something that somebody's reflecting on. I will list those songs. I think I want to do you versus them. And I'm going to use, these are my Lovebirds tarot deck, but I've got two of them. Let's do you. Choose your side. Let's do you. An energy that you are in. King of Cups. The King of Cups is somebody that holds an incredible amount of love. We've got say something, but they don't necessarily speak it. The energy of the other person. The Four of Swords. That's a card of healing. So the King of Cups is Neptune in Pisces, and the Four of Swords is Jupiter in Libra. As I said, a card of healing. Trying to gain some stability, trying to gain some balance. If you think about somebody in prison, they're there and they've got an opportunity to reflect back. Neptune in Pisces is going down to the depths. So it's almost like you're almost mirroring each other, but in different aspects. I want to say two sides of the one coin. Okay, let's get some more on this King of Cups. And listen, you might find yourself in both. That is Jupiter in Libra. We've got balance here. The Temperance card is balance. It's Jupiter. Finding balance. Ace of Wands. Finding balance so that you can have the new beginning. Now you've got two beautiful cards there. If this is you, two beautiful cards there looking for a new beginning. The Four of Swords. The World. Wow. That's the end of a karmic cycle. And the World. You know what? I was thinking that. I felt that. I felt like, and it often happens because I use similar decks, but sometimes some of the cards from one deck get shuffled back into the other. But it happens for a reason. There's nothing is a coincidence. This is a new beginning because this person is balanced. And this is a new beginning. The World is the last card in the tarot. It's 21. Jupiter, which is 3 sevens, is 21. We've got Jupiter in Libra here. And Libra is balance. This person has found balance well and truly. And this person has done the same. That's so beautiful. Let's have a look at the outcome. The Devil, which is Saturn, which is karma. Blowing out the karma. This enemies. Let's have a look at this person. And then I'm going to get an energy between you. Oh, okay. We've got the Lovers and the Five of Pentacles. I just heard feeling left out in the cold. This person here is ready. If two worlds, it's almost like ready and waiting. We've got this say something here. It's on the bottom, the Sun. Ready and waiting for the enlightenment. Let's have a look what's on the bottom here. The Three of Swords. Saturn and Libra. That's heartbreak energy. Okay, let's get a card for the energy between you. The Ten of Cups. That's beautiful. That's happily ever after. Maybe what both people want. Oh, look at these cards. The Two of Cups. A soulmate connection. Destined. Star-crossed lovers. But the Four of Swords. Let me get one more. And the Magician. I just heard looking for the spell to be broken. want to get now? I'm going to get an advice card for this person. Nothing wants to come out of there. Let's try Mother Mary. We go. Eternal flame, illumination. Maybe this person needing to speak a truth. And this. Okay, we got 4. Feast of the Visitation, May 31st. That's when Gabriel comes to Mary to tell her that she's going to birth a child. Assumption, body and soul united. This couple united, but also that is when Mary leaves the earthly plane, and instead of her body being left on earth, her body and soul is taken to heaven. But it's a knot tied together. Columbine, dove of the Holy Spirit. And solace, divine journey. This person here, a dragonfly, actually frogs do it too, but a dragonfly will act as if it's deceased. They play dead, basically. A female dragonfly does that to ward off the attention of anybody that she doesn't think is suitable. 2 worlds. The end of a cycle, and the pear, the fruit of her womb. Interesting. Okay, let's get some love messages for this person here. So we've got the fruit of her womb, and it's a rebirth. What wanted to come out? I'm making plans. Moving closer to union. I want a new beginning with you. And this person, I don't know why I just got 3. I wish we could be together right now. I find myself dreaming about you, and I'm feeling powerless. Breaking bad habits on the bottom. I'm going to get some Scrabble tiles. Letters and numbers in here. I'm going to give it a bit of a shake. If you've got hearing sensitivity, just turn your volume down. I'm going to shake it in 3, 2, 1. Just going to get a couple. Okay, let's do this one. Oh, R.I.P. The end of something. The end of a friendship. The beginning of something new. It's difficult, right? A U and a 1. An O and a 1. A J and an 8. An A and a 1. A T and a 1. An M and a 1. And an F and a 4. Right, I'm going to get you 3 final cards, and then I'm going to leave you. We've got the Ace of Wands on the bottom. That's a divine. The aces come from the divine. It's a beautiful new, like a passionate new beginning that comes from the divine. We've got the Hierophant, the Magician, that you've both manifested, and the King of Wands. And it's coming in fast, the 8 of Wands on the bottom, which is divine timing, which is now. that's where I'm going to leave this reading. Thank you so much for joining me. If it resonated with you, please give it a like. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so. Thanks again, and I will see you in another reading.